Hey guys, welcome to my evolutionary path. I'm Jodie Parry and I'm an intuitive, and I like to share my story through my own experience, being a reflector, being the storyteller. Um, that's my role, so I'm doing it. So if you are just new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you can. It helps the algorithm and it helps us to reach more people. So today I wanted to talk about the importance of being able to hear your heart and using your heart as a compass. And there's just a little process that I'm going to do. But firstly, I just wanted to explain the importance of being able to hear your heart. And, as I mentioned in one of my other videos, we were able to have this clear guidance, the higher self, the soul, the heart, this connection to more than what we believe we are when we were children. And quite often, people around us denied that part of us. They made us to go to places where we didn't feel comfortable. They made us go and hug and kiss people that we didn't want to hug and kiss because they felt really bad. We weren't allowed to express our emotions and our feelings that were naturally occurring within us. And the things that we thought and felt, we were told weren't true. And things like we could sense when people were lying, and we could sense if somebody wasn't trustworthy. Even young, we can sense these things because it's all about feeling. And we're all one, so we're all connected in that way, and as children we're highly sensitive. And we actually work to block those things off because of the continuous doubt that we receive from those around us. We just kept being told that we were wrong, or that it didn't matter what we felt. And so we had to work on ways of dumbing all of that down and shutting it off. So the reason why I wanted to talk specifically about it today is because it's come into my field, and I've kind of been more aware of friends around me mentioning that this voice that they're hearing, they didn't realize was actually this guidance, was this intuition. And because a lot of people, when they're developing their gifts, their intuition may start off with, you might have always had a bit of a gut feeling, which, a lot of males have that feeling rather than that thinking and hearing. Males that I know of, anyway. And when we start to be able to expand our gifts, and it can start to really be heard, and that clairaudience, and it can take a little while for us to figure out that that's the voice that we need to listen to, because it can often be the one that goes against what other people want to do. It might tell us to go away from other people. It might tell us that other people aren't good for us, or they're treating us badly. And all of these things can be quite confusing in the beginning, because we're sort of going like, well, how can I believe this? Because all of that doubt that we've gained from being a child comes up. It's like, no, what you think and feel isn't true, and it's not real. So you just doubt all your intuitive abilities and all of these clairs, because you doubt what's going on in yourself. Again, coming back to trusting yourself. But in the process of this, there's a really, really good tool that you can use to be able to know in every moment, even if your clairaudience isn't that turned on yet. And that is following your heart as a compass and being able to hear the yes, well, I say hear, but feel the yes and the no from your heart. So I wanted to do a little process now. So if you're ready, just close your eyes. If you're not driving, obviously. closing your eyes and just allowing yourself to just come into your body, just focusing on all the sensations happening in your body, feeling the weight of the chair holding you on the floor. Just feeling that heaviness, that groundedness. Now I want you to imagine just now your awareness stepping outside your body, just in front of it. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just your intention. Then I want you to shrink down to about the size of your heart, and I want you to stand in front of your chest. Okay, so once the little you is standing in front of your chest, I want you to just lean back onto your chest. And then I want you to fall into your chest. So you just fall straight through into your heart space. And you allow yourself to keep falling. And in this heart space, it seems that you could fall forever. However, you realize you are just suspended in the absolute awe of nothingness inside your heart, and you are held there. You are supported, floating in the space. I want you now to smile at your heart, smile inside your heart, and let your heart feel that smile. Now I want to send gratitude, give gratitude to the heart, and feel how that feels. For me, it responds like a big warm hug. It's a beautiful space to go to inside your heart. Okay, so what we're going to do now is you sort of felt what gratitude feels like. So we're just going to bring up another emotion. Let's bring up joy. So I just want you to, if you need to, think about something that makes you really, really happy, fills your heart. And just notice how your heart responds, how it feels. Now mine it feels like it lifts up my chest and expands. Tingles on the outsides of my torso, my skin, and out into the field around me. That beautiful joy. And however that happens for you is perfectly fine. It's great. And if not much is happening at all, that's okay too, because like I said, it is a bit of a muscle, so we have to exercise it sometimes. So this process can assist you in doing that. Okay, so we felt joy. Now I just want you to bring up, just intend for the emotion of sadness. And just feel that space, feel that heart space. Now for me it feels closing down and pulling down, getting heavier. I feel my energetic field kind of pulling in. So now you sort of felt the difference between joy and sadness. And let's say we'll bring in surprise, but it's like a birthday surprise, or like somebody's just bought you a new puppy. So bring in this emotion, bring in this feeling, and just notice how it changes again. Let yourself really experience it. Okay. And then we're just going to bring in stress. So think stress, time poor, you're late. And just feel the difference in that. Feel how that pulls you down, or however it's happening for you. It's normally like a closing of your field, like a pulling. Whereas a positive is normally an expansion. Okay, and we're going to now just bring in the feeling of love, unconditional love. Oh, that runs right through my body. So just flooding our heart space with unconditional love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just feeling how expanded that feels. Even if it's just a little bit, being able to feel the difference between them. Okay, so now we're going to do the truth test. So I want you to say my name is, and then say the wrong name. My name is George. And see, I get that pulling down, that closure. Sorry if your name is George. But then I say my name is Jody. And I get that elated, expanded feeling. So it is more of a true false question or answering system. So just be mindful of that. Because when if you use like don't in some sentences, I don't like this, you could say true instead of saying no, you don't like that. So just be mindful of, can I trust, you can say, can I trust this person? Or, sorry, I trust this person. And then you can, your heart's actually answering. So that's the you, the expanded you. So even if the small you believes you trusting the person, the expanded you, your heart, will answer honestly. So it's a good way to, you know, reconfirm your intuition if you're getting guided or told intuitively that you can't trust someone, or that, I mean, you can do this for taking a job, anything. So feel free to come back and watch this again and have a little play, or pause it now and have a little play if you like with different questions. And just really get to know, ask a lot of ones that you know are true and false, so that you can really get on point what it feels like to have a yes and to have a no, or have a true and have a false. All right, so when you're ready, we're going to give so much love and gratitude to our heart and say thank you. And then it's like leading us back up, 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 up. And now we're stepping out the front of our chest, expanding back into the size of ourself, stepping back into the body. Whew, feeling the weight on the chair or the floor. Completely back in our body and opening our eyes when we're ready. Okay, so that's just a little process that you can do. And like I said, practice. It's really easy. Do it in the car driving. You don't need to close your eyes once you, it's a lot to do with your intention. So just getting to know what that retraction and that expansion feels like. The other reason why I wanted to highlight why this is so important is because free will. Now, when we have free will, unfortunately, it's not our heart always that's choosing the choices that we're doing in the physical. So even though our heart could be saying, yeah, do this or do that, or don't go there, don't do that, we might not be able to hear it unless we're aware. So it's obviously having this impact on our physical life when we are choosing with our own free will. Now, the problem, not that it's a problem, the thing to overcome with free will is that we need to make sure that we're the ones choosing. Like with the amount of research and things that we know about mind control, about vibration, about how people can be influencing through so much knowledge to do with how the brain works and how people work. Even marketing does this huge brainwashing, hypnotic stuff to us that we don't realize a lot of the time. And so this is why working on the heart as your compass and working on this intuition is honestly the only way we are going to be able to get through all of this stuff that's sort of, I guess, coming against us. And I don't really see it as a negative the right word? I don't see it as a fearful thing. I honestly feel like when we empower ourselves with these tools, they're actually strengthening thanks to all of the resistance that's coming in, thanks to all of the stuff that's coming in. We are having to step up every time to get more and more powerful within ourselves so that we can continue to rise, and then we can assist others to do so. So in saying that, if you did get something out of this video, or you know somebody who really needs to perhaps focus in on how to build that decision making, how to hear that heart, how to hear that intuition a bit better, then please forward the video, please share, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.